I'm right here with Nikki Wellesley. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell me what's going on with the watershed conditions in Oakville.
Well, this week in the Oakville Beaver, we have a story about the lakefront and the water conditions. As you'll remember, in 2017, the water got to record highs and caused a lot of damage. So this year, as the water's coming up, the Oakville Town Hall is, they've closed a whole bunch of parks, including most of Coronation Park, which is a very popular site, as we know, due to the amount of water. And here you see Oakville Harbor, and this gentleman in the marina just, trying to get to his boat, and you can't even see what he's walking on. That's the level of water. It hasn't quite reached the level of 2017 yet, but the town is preparing just to keep citizens safe. They've got boundaries, and they're asking citizens to respect those boundaries so they don't get into trouble.
That's fair enough. Now, speaking of trouble, there's some provincial cuts that may be affecting a program. Can you tell me some more about that?
Yes, absolutely. So in Burlington, one of the students that's part of the Trailhead program, whose name is Shaylin Desroches, spoke with reporter Roland Cilliers. There, you see her here. She's a grade 10 student, and she's been a part of the Trailhead program, which is a program that takes students from high school for an entire semester, and they get an equivalent 4 credits. But what they do is they're out in the conservation areas. They're out at Bronte Creek. They're learning about biology. They're learning about all sorts of regular school things, but in a very different setting. And Shaylin shared with us that she really found herself in this program, and she never really felt that she fit in a regular high school environment. And she's really concerned that future generations won't have the option to take this program because of, like you said, the Ontario education cuts.
Well.
So, and it's interesting because the board has said that they recognize that this is a really important and really great program, but they might just not have the money for it.
All right. Now, Shaylin may be in a bit of trouble, but she's better off than a couple other teens in Milton was last week.
Yes. So last week, 2 18-year-old young men were at a party. And they believed that they were going out to smoke a cannabis joint, and turns out that it may have been laced, and what happened was they actually overdosed and fell down in seizures. And so they had these fine Halton police officers came to their rescue and dispensed naloxone. One gentleman required 1 dosage. One gentleman actually required 2 before he was revived. And there's a great story by David Lee about the dangers of opioid use, but also just reminding Halton residents that if they see somebody who's overdosed, don't be scared to call the police. They are now all equipped with the naloxone to help, in an overdose situation.
Okay, well, that reminds me I got to talk to my guy then.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so all the stories that you were just talking about can be found at Metroland. You can look at the website here at InsideHalton.com.